So that was one point whereby I really had to fight my parents, my relatives on, from where I come from, and them realizing now that they have an engineer in the house. And now after a few months, the engineer is not again there.
The engineer is not engineering.
Yes.
You're listening to the Whisper It Loud podcast. Hi everyone, my name is Wamuyu and you're listening to the Whisper It Loud podcast. We're on episode 4 and I'm so excited and grateful to God that I've come this far. So with me, I am honored to have my guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi people, my name's Tarrus and I'm the guest today here at the Whisper It Loud podcast. Let's see what the topic of today is and how my story probably is linked to this topic.
Okay. The topic of the day is going to be the power of choice. The reason why I chose this topic is because his story is really related to the topic, and he has done a few things which are a little bit contrary to what the norm is.
I'm a contrarian, yeah. For sure I am a contrarian.
Yeah. So how do you want us to tackle your story?
Yes, I agree that my story really has, when you told me about the topic, I was like, okay, I relate to it. I feel like the fact that I am a contrarian, I really tend to take choices by my own will, or make choices by my own will.
Go against the norm.
Yes. And probably feel like that is how my life has turned out to be until this far where I am. So probably what specifically about my story?
So your journey, because I know your background is in regards to Forex, yes. But I know you also were in school at some point and you decided not to venture into that, and then you changed. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I feel like that is the first part of probably the power of choice. Probably one big where I can say this is the power of choice. Like I had to really go against everyone and just choose to be who I was meant to be. So yeah, I'm a Forex trader and an entrepreneur. So I run a company called Financial Hub Forex Academy. It's at Lavington Mall, Chandarana building, 4th floor. So you can visit us there. But yeah, my story
basically...
basically...
advertisement already. Mimi na charge. Na charge. Charging fee of advertisement.
Lazima nijiuze bana.
Okay, sawa.
I feel that was one very pivotal point in my life, choosing to drop school and pursue my own passion. So I feel like I'm not alone who has done that. Most people have actually done that. Some people, it has turned out good for them. Some people, it hasn't turned out good for them. But, everyone has their own paths. So for me, I was doing civil engineering in Kenyatta University. Just went there for a semester and left to pursue Forex trading.
So since I'm ready to kumbe hapa kuna brains.
No. This is just my identity as a Rastaman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was one point whereby I really had to fight my parents, my relatives on, from where I come from, and them realizing now that they have an engineer in the house. And now after a few months, the engineer is not again there.
The engineer is not engineering.
Yes. It was a disappointing moment for them.
Yeah.
But I talked to my parents like a year after, because I didn't want that confrontation early. So I just decided to spend my time doing Forex, learning. I was still going to school, imagine. But I was going to the library to just read about trading, not really to read about engineering. So I was still in school, but not in school.
Uko lakini hauko.
Niko lakini siko. Because guys would see me in the streets and like, huyu uko shuleni. But I was never attending classes and everything. Then I called off after a while, thinking that I'd come back. But until today, I've never come back. But I feel like, schools are not closing. Will school close? No. So probably again...
you can go back and maybe do something different.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's interesting.
So right now, if I was to go back to school, I'd do something in line with psychology or philosophy. I feel like those are the two things, or art. I think those are the 3 things I do, or even music, Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was the very first pivotal point. And I feel like, again, Now, in retrospect, because at the moment you're making decisions, most time it's a very emotional decision, not really well thought of, not really rational. Probably again can be a peer pressure decision, because when we dropped out of school, we dropped out, me and my two partners. So, and we're still together until now, running the company together. So there was a lot of things which were at play at us making the decision. You see, there was the peer thing. There was school was not there. There was the money part of it. You've seen, okay, this side I can make money. Engineering, 6 years I do engineering, then I go for internship 1 year. Hey, I'll make money in my 8th year. And I was like, nah, man. So we decided to drop out. But now looking back at it, I think I don't regret the decision. It's put me where I am right now. I believe if I had done engineering, probably I wouldn't have been where I am right now in terms of even just self-development, who you become as a person. Because again, trading, most people look at trading financially.
Yeah, we were even talking about that conversation, the power of reason.
Yes, exactly. So most people look at it in terms of finances and how much money I'll make and everything. But again, I believe trading is more than just finances. It really develops you as a person to know yourself, because in understanding markets, it's very difficult to understand markets, but you can understand yourself.
Yes.
If you know you're impatient, if you know you're greedy, if you know you're irrational, if you know you're impulsive, you can work around those things, because you need to work around them for them to work in the markets.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that choice, I think I wouldn't regret it, but I'm not saying anyone should follow my path. If your path is in school, man, follow that. Again, I thank God I have very understanding parents. After a while, I explained it to them, and they came to see, okay, mbona to force boy.
It took time, but I'm
sure it took some time. Yeah. Mbona to force our son to do something which is now norm in society, because they were asking me, okay, we can name for you like 4 or 5 engineers in this area code who are prominent and successful. Now name to us any successful forex trader around our area. And so that is how they looked at it. Like it was a new industry.
And it's not even popular. Not a lot of people know about
especially
it. Especially
now older people.
Yeah.
It becomes this thing you're doing, so you just want to be sitting on your laptop, and they saw it as I just want to lazy around.
That's true.
But yeah, with time they understood.
Actually, I wanted to say something in regards to when you changed your perspective on your career. I was listening to something, and someone was telling me sometimes we mourn that idea of you were to be an engineer. So people's mindset might be in associating, instead of separating you as Tarrus with an engineer, people merge the two situations. And when you change and decide to go to a different direction, people still cannot be able to detach you from the engineer and you.
Exactly.
So the people still get to mourn that situation, because I've been in that situation.
I feel like also, again, just to link it to trading, in trading it's called anchoring bias. Like you've anchored your identity to something outside yourself. And okay, in trading now, it's you anchor yourself to your losses or to your profits, you see. So still, probably you can, even in relationships, something is not working out and umekwama hapo. Kama umekuwekea dawa. You see, again,
the reason for that relationship, I feel like people have the feeling of that you have invested so much time, and you're like, sasa alafu, and maybe you're already 30, and you're feeling like, so you don't want to start again, but people still do not recognize that you have the rest of your life.
For sure.
Karibu tutoke kwa topic. Okay, sawa.
But it's good to move around.
Okay, ume decide to change career. So tell me, how did it go from now saving, una hustle nini, and then do you want this as a company yako?
So it was about since 2017 now. That is when I fully dropped out of campus. 17, 18, 19 was majorly just still learning about trading, not really making substantial money. Actually losing money. So for a very long time I was losing money, because again I was more focused on the outcome, not on the process. And I feel like that is again whereby most people in life lose it. You start focusing on, okay, where will I be in the next 10 years, not what will I do to be there in the next 10 years. So I was more focused on the outcome more than on the process. Again, the realities of life come. So again, you thought I'd leave school and in 1 year I'm a good trader, I'm profitable. I didn't turn around like that. So again, year 1 passed, year 2 passed, year 3 passed, year 4 passed. Until now, that is when I started seeing some consistency. And I remember we dropped out with my partners. So again, we still have ideas. Friends now are coming to us. Now they want to learn trading. You see, so hey, Tarrus, shule, manze, we see you're doing something on your own. It's taking you pretty well so far. So that need came in. People wanted now to learn, and we were like, okay, since we've gathered really so much knowledge the past 3-4 years, why not come up with a product and also share the knowledge? That is how the company was born. We did some savings. Everyone did their own savings. So the three of us, we are equal partners in the company. One of my partners actually had to go to UK to hustle. So he went, got a job in UK, just a contractual job in UK. Saved up a couple of $100,000. And now we came back 2020 January. We opened our office in a 3-man office. We opened a 3-man office in JQuat Towers in town.
Okay.
That was the first going into business now in 2020. Now exploring now the entrepreneurial part. You guys
of the really
business.
Believed in your dream, because it's taken you 4 years, and you guys is when now you're like, okay, this thing is really going to work.
Yeah, for sure. And now you're seeing even different fronts of how it's gonna work, because it's gonna work in terms of your own trading. It's gonna work again that you're gonna again get paid to share your skill.
Oh, yeah.
So that was again very comforting in terms of you now know you have some streams of income. I mean, for you to survive. Okay. And that time now, remember 2020, COVID came in. So
wow,
that was the worst part of business. Like, umayeka your expectations here, the reality was here.
What did you order for and what you got?
Hey, crazy man. And you know, life really humbles you sometimes. Or reality really humbles you.
And then God anakwambia niaje
but mimi niko na zangu.
Exactly.
God has his own plans, man.
That's so true.
Yeah, so 2020 we've saved up so much money to open the company, have some runway, you know, some rent money for the next couple of months. Knowing the business is not gonna start picking up, because actually we had started teaching people even before we opened the office. So when we opened the office, now we knew it's gonna be foot traffic and, you know, a lot of demand and everything. It was actually there, but now COVID came in. So COVID came in. COVID came in around Feb. We were just actually a month and a half into business. So February of 2020, lockdown and everything, you know. Yeah. We have a 1-year lease that time at our office, so you really can't pull out of that deal. So you can't say, hey, me, I'm closing office again to, I'll come back later. So we had committed already in January. So again, Feb, March, April, May, almost for 6 months, 0 revenues. Now that time we are depending on our trading fully. But now the office expenses, which was now meant for training, is not operational, you see.
Yes.
So that was a very, very down time. But again, we survived, you know. We always say tough times make someone mind open. So again, that time we came up with a lot of online products. So again, we shifted now our classes now from being physical now to being online. So again, guys came in. That was when Zoom was coming in and everything. So yeah, giving thanks again. Business again ili pick up, but now again we need to expand even more, because again 2021 now after COVID ili die out, demand again really came in, so we had again to expand our office now from a 3-man office to a 7-man office.
Oh wow.
So still at JQuat Towers.
You guys recovered quite fast.
Yes, good thing is our trading was supporting it. Okay. If it wasn't for our trading, probably we wouldn't have survived, because your 2 main streams of income, one is dead, at least one is working. So at least our trading that time was again starting to see some consistency, you see. So capital again, we've grown in terms of capital of trading. So we are trading about $10,000, $15,000 that time. And we survived. At least, you know, I always say good businesses are those who don't die. Like if you just don't agree to die, you know.
If you just do it. It's like this podcast. I'm just doing it.
Yes, and it's for you to know if it will die or not. If you agree it won't die, it won't die.
It never dies.
Yeah, it never dies. So it's for the guy at the steering wheel to...
Yeah. You know? I think also because you guys had companionship
support
and
system. Very important.
So that really helped, because when one person is feeling like, okay, nini, you have
even
other
from
people.
the making the decision part of leaving school, it
Yeah.
was easier because now
At least
even my friend aliacha, you know. So
yeah. Unasema, there's this saying that nini, misery likes company.
yeah, exactly. When you're alone, you even feel more miserable.
Yeah.
So, but when you feel like we are 4 people here,
Ni kama tukiwa high school, alafu baby umepata maths umefail, and then nasema hata wewe pia tuko sawa. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that crowd mentality really also helped for us. Me, Ken, and Caleb, my partners, we were really there for each other throughout the time, like since campus and when business was good, when business was bad. Now there was actually a very bad part for the business. Not even COVID. COVID actually didn't really hit us bad.
Okay.
It was just recently, this year.
What happened?
So last year it was, sometimes.
Okay.
Let me just explain this. Sometimes business can grow too fast. You're not able to meet the demands of it. So at our office in town, we couldn't meet the demand of clients we were getting.
Okay.
So we again had to look for another office. That is now when we came to Lavington. So the mistake we did is we closed the office town, thinking in a month or 2 we'll be done making this. Hey, shock on you, my lad. Hey. So we closed the office in November. Imagine we still have employees we're paying. We are paying rent here at Lavington already because we already booked the space.
And that the other side ushafunga.
So yeah, tumefunga.
So you're not generating money, and this side you're actually trying to develop the. Okay.
Then it really again took long because now again we decided that we believe we've actually created a very valuable company. Instead of owning 100% of an orange, let's own 70% of a watermelon. You get the concept.
No. Hold up. Rewind.
Like currently we used to own the company fully, the 3 of us. It was full and orange.
Oh, so you got investors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what.
So make it big. Like you have a watermelon, it's still big, but you don't have the full of it.
Bro, ulileta investors, right?
Yes.
Don't get sema.
Yeah, so we decided to bring in an investor into the business. So we had to do valuations and everything. Again, investors.
A silent partner.
Yeah, silent partner. So now looking for the investors now was the hustle. We were Kenya wana pesa bwana. Okay, ama wako nayo.
When you say you don't have money, wewe peke yako hauna pesa. Out here people have money. What wako?
Yeah, true. People really
magari zinaendesha huku.
People have money out here.
Hey, when hata mimi najambenga. I'm the only one who's broke. I'll take it okay.
Ukitoka hapo nje kwa gate, you're alone.
Please.
That's true. But yeah, we really took about 4 months to close a deal. So that was Jan, Feb, March, April. So we opened the office in May. So and that is those 4 months of not being in business
really affected.
Yeah, really put us down.
Okay.
But again,
everything is a journey.
Yeah, it's a good bounce back. We really don't regret even the 4-month close because now at least we're in a more than a 30-man office.
Yeah. But your offices are really dope. Hey.
That's why you should come again.
Charges advertisement.
Umekuwa YouTube ama nini bali? Anyway, I feel like that was just one part of my pivotal leaving school was one major part of me.
Yeah.
And
your parents even accepting also.
Yeah, and now recently I was on an interview in KTN and like my mom sent that link to the extended family yote hadi shosha alikuwa anaona.
It's like kijana yetu hapo ako kwa TV.
I got like 100 phone calls from Ushago bana.
It's interesting how parents forget easily when they see their kids succeeding. It's normal in life. Like, you can go through something for years, but the moment the breakthrough comes, it becomes hata hizo ni kazi kukua hizo. You see, unasamehewa kabisa.
I feel like the reward again becomes so big it overshadows the other time you made a mistake. Probably it's not again that serious, so or an issue to them. Yeah, that was the first part of my life. Any other question for me?
Okay, kwani uko na parts ngapi za life?
Sina mengi. I'm just a
Hayo
career
machache kwa
man.
sasa.
I'm just a career man.
Watoto mabibi.
Sasa natafuta pesa bana.
Oh, okay. Moving on swiftly.
Sasa mimi mwenyewe ni mtoto napataje watoto?
When in children.
I am children bwana.
These are the problems.
Ladies,
hakuna wanaume.
me, my child is my company for now. That's where I spend time.
Yeah. But you want to tell me you can't have anything extra than your company?
Of course you can. I have family, you know. Those are like the core people in your life.
But anyway, don't be in a hurry in life.
For sure. Mungu akimleta ni sawa, you know.
Okay.
If Jah wills. Yeah, man.
So what has been the most challenging part of your journey, or something you really wished that you knew earlier before you started the whole thing?
There was this question I was asked by a similar question was, if you knew everything about trading before you got into trading, would you still have pursued it? And it was a very difficult question to answer because if you know everything about trading, you'll know two things. That it will take you so long, that is first of all time. It will make you broke before it makes you rich. And probably again, you'll have a very low social life. Trading really demands it to be. Like, if I had to quit school to do it, and I always believe trading is something that should be done full time. I don't know if someone had told me I needed to put in all that. Like, I'll cut off my friends, I'll cut off my family a bit.
All businesses do affect you like that.
Yes, but I feel like now trading really took a toll on us. Like,
and all businesses do that.
Yeah, it's a business, yeah.
Hey, because all your focus, all your energy is in regards
really
to
goes
that.
there.
Yeah, especially in the beginning stage.
Yeah, I get you. But now, for me, the challenging part was if I knew, okay, you know, when I came into trading, I knew I'll make money.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty fast. Probably in less than a year, I'll be making more money than that professor. And the reality of where I thought I would be 7 years ago is still not yet there. So the fact that it's a really long shot. So you came in with expectations of making money pretty fast, getting financially stable pretty fast. But again, you're realizing, hey, instead of even getting stable, I'm destabilizing myself so much. Because most of the money you're taking, you're putting into the markets, you're not skillful yet. You don't have risk management strategies. Your psychology is off. You still have the human brain in you. You know, we always say in trading, you need to do away with the human brain and bring in a trading brain. Like the brain we were born with does not work in trading.
Oh, wow. So supernatural kind of brain.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow. Surely.
Yeah, I always say trading is sort of an extreme sport.
I think I agree with you in the sense that what you were saying, you were just seeing the goal, but you did not think about the process. And it happens to a lot of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, the way you're like, oh, by this time, I want to be this and this and this and this. But the process of it really changes, or there's a lot of hindrances that occur during the process. But I think it's also part of life as well.
It's part of life. I feel like life is all about uncertainty. And now the fact that my life is uncertain, and my business also is in a very uncertain environment. Trading is all about uncertainty, probabilities, and such things.
Wait, what was the other one we were talking about? The two ninis?
Intuition and reason, yeah.
Yeah, again, I'm still thinking about that. You told me that thing, and I'm just like,
it's really a lot.
I didn't use reason.
Exactly. Now you see, trading is not hard in terms of the technicals and everything. It's the human mind, like how you think, how you make decisions, is what makes trading. You know, what I was telling you about. We make decisions most times intuitively. We don't think so much before. We think we've thought.
Yeah, actually, I thought I had thought.
You see. Exactly. You think you've really thought hard.
Yeah.
But it was just your intuition, mind at play, not really much of thought. So yeah, I feel like where I can say has been most challenging is the uncertainty part of it. Like for a very long time, I didn't know, hey, when will I be good at this? See, like you're so uncertain if actually even you'll be good at it. because you try it so much, and it's just not making sense. Or it's making sense, but it's not making money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that is one challenging thing. Another challenging thing, I think, in terms of business again is just being comfortable with bad times in business, basically. Business again is very, very tough. Some months you've not met your overhead costs and everything. So such times are there in business, and they really have to make you be smart in terms of costs, where you're using your expenses and everything. But I always say the challenges actually have been very interesting for me. I feel like that is how I've developed as a trader, like through going through those challenges of uncertainty, of being broke, of losing the little that you have, of no support from your parents, of living a very frugal life, and all that. Me, for I think 2017, 18, 19, I never stepped into a club. Yeah, so it was just more focused on putting my time on trading and the little sense I have again back into the markets. So, like, your life is really, really turned down to very simple things.
Actually, I was thinking about this. There's a time we were having a conversation with my brother, and he was saying a lot of people who are actually billionaires are people who actually dropped out of school. And I was wondering.
Yes, you can name them: Bill Gates, Elon Musk, the top. Yeah.
So I'm wondering the people of the people who actually get to finish school.
Yeah. Actually, no. I feel like there are few outliers. Not very many people who dropped out of school actually ended up being successful. Most successful people are people who have gone to school. To be very honest.
Okay.
But if you know what you're working towards, if you leaving school to pursue something that, again, you feel you sort of have more passion for it, because if I was going to school and hadi kwa library and siendi kufungua book ya engineering na fungua ya trading, it clearly shows you your passion and probably what you're interested in. So yeah, make sure if you feel like that is probably, again, where you're at in life and you feel like you have something that is deep in you, you want to do it, but you have this cool thing, you have this, let's say, job thing, which again is limiting you probably for your next step in life. Just choose your power of choice. Use your power of choice and make really strong decisions there.
Like to be a topic.
Hey, like it's really your power of choice.
Encouraging people to drop out.
No. Nimesema if you have
actually,
it
that
deep in you.
No, wait. Actually, that makes me think about this. If, for example, in the future you get kids and then your kids are like, you know what, I want to drop out, or like I want to pursue this and this and this, you will be okay with that situation?
Of course, yes. I would be very, of course, yes. Even if they want to drop out at grade 1, let them do it. Why not? Kami mwenyewe nilifanya.
No, grade 1, surely. What exactly does this child know?
Probably what he was built to know. Probably he's a footballer. Messi never went to school.
But unless you're not in Kenya.
Who said I'll be in Kenya? And even if I'll be in Kenya, the power of choice is still for me and my kid. Or for him, then he explains it to me, and I'll be like, that's your choice. And again, you can easily spot a fantasy and a passion.
That's good. You're a washua. What did you just say?
You
just say, as a child who is grade 1, you want, and tells you they want to drop out, and you just be like, oh yeah, sour. Ama there's going to be like, questions after questions.
Drop out to do what? That is the question. You see? Probably you don't want to go into the CBC system.
Okay.
You want probably to go into a football academy. Why not pay you to go into a football academy full time? Yeah,
but you also need to look at the stats in order for it to make actually sense. So, for example, I'm in Kenya, and then you want to be a footballer. How many footballers are there in Kenya who have been able to pursue their talent? So unless it's out of the country, unless you have that kind of liberty or money or resources.
I think I'll disagree with you on that.
Okay. Elaborate.
Boundaries are human set. Boundaries, like, the world is an open space. Boundaries are in our heads. They were input in us. The world started with no boundaries, you see. So it's in your head that my kid won't thrive in Kenya. You've already put a boundary for him. And again,
but out of collected data, it's not just something I'm just talking about. There's
but
data that has been collected.
probably he's one of the outliers. One of probably.
Then he has to be strategically positioned in order for him to be able to.
Messi was not born in Europe or in America. Messi was born in Argentina, a third world country. And he's right now the greatest footballer.
Okay, so who spotted him? I don't know much about football. I mean, but in my head, I'm just like, you need to be very categorical on things.
That is what I was saying. I won't support.
So how
fantasy.
did he? Let's talk about Messi. So how was he able to?
He went into a football academy at a very young age. I think he was 8 or 9 years, and by I think 11, 12 years,
but
Barcelona had spotted him.
I feel like for Ronaldo, it's Messi. You say? Oh, Ronaldo is one. Ronaldo.
for Ronaldo, it's a bit different.
But I feel like him, it's more like hard work than talent.
Yeah, for sure. And he still started young. All these people started very, very young. Look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates started Microsoft when he was like 15, 16 years.
Yeah, but how long did he take it? Did he take him in order for it to take off?
Let's say 10 years, 15 years.
Actually, like 20.
To start, okay, by 1987, it was a big company in America. But he became a billionaire by 23, by 17. By 17. Look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne dropped out of school at 11. By 13, 14, he was a millionaire.
That's 1 in a million. You
exactly.
That's
what I'm telling you. Your kid can be the outlier.
Okay.
So let him be.
We need to stop putting.
And again, focus on, as I was saying, don't promote a fantasy. Promote a passion.
Okay.
You know? If someone is fantasizing about, I want to go there and there and there. No, but do you see it in him? Do you see it in her?
I will support talent. Like I see talent and I will support it.
Exactly.
But then it also has to make sense.
For sure,
yeah. Yeah, it's
I'm not just saying like my kid will come and be like, Daddy, me, leo siendi shule, and come to chill. No, I'm not saying that. Probably like I'll make them pursue what they want to pursue in life.
Bro, you need to have a lot of money so that your kids can experience so much. Leeway in things.
That's why I'm
and
working this hard. Ningekuwa nimelala bana. I'm doing it for them.
And then who notice by then is a ballerina.
Exactly.
But you see, there has to be exposure.
Exactly. That is again another thing. There has to be exposure. Yes, sikatai. Sijasema.
Wazazi
kwanza ni kama ungekuwa mama yangu ungekuwa hadi saizi bado hujakubali history yangu. If you are my mom.
No, I would. Honestly, I mean, if I see somebody is really focused on something and really makes sense and they're passionate about it and they have collected data about it, why not? I can support that because I'm also the same. My background is in hospitality and a chef by profession, but that's not what I'm practicing at the moment.
Sure.
So it's contrary to what I have a background on, but I am passionate about this and the fashion. So you see, it's
about podcasting.
Yeah, podcasting and fashion. So
and cooking or culinary arts. Maybe
teaching other people. The industry is really fucked up.
Okay, that's a story for another day, I guess.
Yeah, as in they lost me. But if I when I'm working with, if it's not a hotel setup, I really thrive.
Oh,
so nice. Like if I'm outsourced with a different company and they want content on regards to that, or like somebody starting a restaurant and they want somebody to overlook that, do for them menu costing, create a menu, want a private chef, that's something I can do. But when it comes to the hotel setup, yes, I'm actually a private chef. Traveling chef.
I'll holler at you.
Yeah, I don't know if you can afford my services, but of course, I'm talking about good cuisines. I'm in the shule 3 years.
Can I get some Jamaican cuisine?
Jamaican cuisine.
Jack chicken, plantain.
Plantain you can get.
Okay.
I just need to. That's not a cuisine I'm familiar with because when it comes to culinary, it comes from the French. Most of the foods that you are taught are from the French side. Yeah.
Yeah. Some examples.
Tunaongea exactly. Unajua nimefanya pastry na tumefanya hot kitchen. Unataka nini exactly? Hot kitchen. So, what do you like? And then I can tell you a couple of names we can make steak.
I like non-meat food.
Hukulangi nyama?
I told you I'm a Rasta.
Food.
For sure. Why do you have to kill to eat? Think about that. That's my philosophy.
So you're vegan?
Yeah, man.
You don't eat meat? You don't know what you're missing.
I'm missing out.
What?
No, man.
Okay.
It's not good for you.
Aged meat will later slap. Kwanza ufanywe tu medium well. Oh my God.
Eat some fruits, some veggies, you know.
You don't even eat chicken?
No, man. It's not good. It's not good to kill to eat. Like, let the fishes swim in the fish. Let the birds fly in the air. Let the animals be happy. You know?
So, for example, if it's almost it's too old, it's about to die, let it die, and then you just name instead of eating it. I will watch.
That's some personal ideologies, you know.
Okay, radish too.
Kwa nini sasa? If you eat it's well and good, same you'll die young.
So when you are allowed to mtafika 100,
and that again was the power of choice, because I was not born vegan.
So sema wenyewe tunakula nyama, tuna power of choice.
Kona mambo wewe bana, you're putting words in my mouth.
No, that's what you're trying to say. You're more superior because you're using power of choice.
I've not said I'm
superior.
Nyama. I'm not saying I'm superior. No.
Okay. Sasa sisi washetani ndo tutachoma zaidi.
I've not said that.
Tutaua wanyama ndio tukule.
But again, like I feel like
there's so many other sins as compared to just killing animals. Okay, it's not like we are properly like killing animals.
You should watch documentaries on them.
No, it just depends. There's a way you can be killing like the halal way. Without inflicting pain.
And the loss of life?
You need loss of life.
I
feel like it's there's so many other harm things they are being experienced compared to just animals.
Thing is,
and the people who are killing other people.
That's them.
No.
That's them. Are you killing other people?
No.
Must be you.
Anyway, mecha nile kula nyama yangu. You know me, I like my steak, I like my chicken. Cause a chicken. So nashilanga tu kula ugali nyama, ugali mboga. Ugali nyama. Oh shit, I keep missing. Anyway.
It's a good life, you know.
Is it?
Like they always say change is difficult. That is.
I agree.
So it's a difficult choice not to eat meat.
Mean to work out.
Good.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Do you have anything else to share?
I can just say I was glad to be here. Just chat a little bit about myself. Just a little bit about myself. I feel like we've just focused on the career part of myself.
Okay. We can talk about something different compared to just your career.
No, that again will be how I changed from being a Christian to a Rasta and everything, and that's a whole other.
The more you speak, the more I get shocked.
Yeah.
You're a Rasta, so
yes,
you're
I
not.
am.
So wait, is there like a church for Rasta?
Yes, there is.
Where is this?
Ziko too.
Is it go Kenya?
Yes. There's one in Utawala. There's one in Naivasha Road. There's one in Kibera. There's one in Ngong. A couple of them.
Wow, when you say you are the opposite of the norm, like wakatoto on the right side, what did it?
But still, yeah, it still comes to still trying to live a life of your own. I feel like most people out here are living not their lives, but there's how society has cultured us to live, and I feel like my sanity comes from being myself and not trying to please someone else. I'm more sane and more happy like that. That is who I am.
Another shocker.
Ah.
Another banger. I'm like, the more I'm listening to you, the more I'm just like, okay, sir.
Yeah, I feel like most times whereby you have to use your power of change again is if you're really learning about yourself and who you are and your dreams, your goals, they really have to be unique. If they're not unique, probably it's systemic.
Hold up. Repeat that again.
I feel like the whole point, Mesama, is for you to really use your power of change is you have to be in the path of personal or self-discovery. For you to know that, okay, I've been following this path, but it's not mine. I need to go this other way. So I feel like, again, you really have to be self-aware. Like, and there are ways of, being self-aware.
Yeah.
There's what in psychology is called the Johari's window. I don't know if you know about it.
Mm-hmm.
What you know about yourself, what you don't know about yourself, that is the second window. Third window is what others know about yourself. And the fourth one is what others don't know about yourself. And self-awareness is about gathering all those, see? So that you can come and see, okay, I know about myself this much, but again, there are so many things about myself I don't know. But probably some other people can see it from the outside.
Yeah.
So again, most times we've not gone into that. We've not tapped again into our unknowns. Like what we don't know about ourselves. See? And the third one is there's something you can know about me, and there's what I know about myself that you don't know.
Yeah.
So again, there's that, and now there's the final one, which is what you know about me that I don't know.
I think you just repeated.
The fourth one, I said the first one is what you know.
Yeah.
Second one is what you don't know.
Yeah.
The third one is what others
know
that about you that you don't know
about yourself.
Yes.
And then what you know about yourself that other people don't know about you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I feel like trying to gather all those aspects of known unknowns and non-knowns will really help you in figuring out who you see yourself as and how the outside people view yourself as. So it's a concept in psychology that probably you can check it out. It's called the Johari's window. It really helps in self-awareness, and I think from there is when now you can choose to make some pivotal decisions about where you want your life to head.
I think I'm in that situation. I am not sure what direction I want to take, and I feel like time is moving.
At least you know you don't know. See?
Yeah.
That is.
I don't like the state of limbo, the state of the unknown.
The unknown unknowns.
Oh.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, because you feel like you don't have power, and you feel like things are moving, and they're moving for other people, and you're on a standstill, and you're not sure exactly what you want.
And everything, and where's the direction you're heading.
Yeah. And I think also the lacking the leeway of time. You see, when you're younger, such things would not stress you because you're like, by the time itafika sijui wapi. But then when you're feeling like time has really moved, you're feeling the pressure. I really need to know this so that I'm able to make a stride.
What pressures are you feeling?
I think it's so. Nitaenda kuongea therapist.
Nasema hii kwa therapy session again.
Where you did? Sasa nijichomea hapo hivi kila mtu asikize mashida. But I think also I think that state is also something that brought about my podcast, that I felt like I want to share that state that other people might be experiencing, in a state of just the unknown and accepting that it is okay.
It's a stage to pass.
Yeah. And you'll always get your shit together at one given point, as long as you're working towards it, not that you just seated somewhere chilling.
Exactly. Like the same way, just to cut you short, someone asked, okay, let's get this question. Okay, like when exactly did your trading start becoming good, or after how long? And I was like, I even forgot about it. Like niliacha sasa tuna kusema next year ndio katashika. Niliwacha isea. I was like, ile siku itaiva hivi. I was like, mimi sijipei tena time. And I think like exactly when you again remove the time bound from yourself, when you let nature take control, I feel like it becomes easier for us, for our life to seamlessly take the path it was to take.
Actually, I was talking with, it's like a therapist, and she was telling me, so this pressure that you're feeling, is it like, at what age were you when you gave yourself these kind of goals? And then I told her, and then he was like, but don't you think that you have changed as a person from that person you were when you were making these goals? Okay, for example, maybe nilifanya nikiwa 18. Na sai tuseme, for example, niko 35. At 35, I'm a very different person from the person I was at 18.
For sure.
Therefore, she was like, then try and make different goals at the person you are right now.
Exactly.
Which are realistic, and they're not things that are just short of them.
Like handle what is here.
Exactly. Like short term.
There's a book I like, it's called The Power of Now. Probably if you've read it. And again, most times we humans really don't live in the power of now. Either we are living in past traumas or we are fantasizing about the future.
It's a topic of trauma. It just needs to be a topic on its own.
Yeah, na PTSD imetushika on
trauma.
Bwana mbaya.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. So most times you'll find either our mind is on what happened or what will happen, not what is happening.
That is so true.
If you just take time to meditate and like look at life from what's happening and appreciating that actually the good things about life is actually, you actually had lunch today, you know.
Gratitude, actually.
Gratitude for the simple things. You came to work, at least you have a work. You know? Such things. But the moment you start thinking about, hey, I want to be a billionaire, you'll die of stress, my
You'll never see anything that is anything to be grateful about. But when you're able to just
so much.
to be grateful about even just the good weather, the ability to just move and walk around. There are so many people who are disabled or they're in bed.
For sure.
Yeah. I was actually listening to Jules, and she was saying,
who's Jules?
She's a content creator. I'll plug you when I podcast flani nataka usikize.
Okay.
She was talking about how she's experiencing a lot of anxiety. So alikuwa anaambiwa she needs to practice gratitude on the slightest things and take away the use of your telephone sana.
Okay.
Because with your telephone you're not able to nimesema telephone. With your phone.
I was like, continue.
With your phone, you don't get to see so many things that there are small things that you need to be grateful for. Like when you wake up in the morning, when you start using your phone, you might not even see a beautiful tree or a beautiful bird and then be like, oh, wow, I'm grateful for such a beautiful view, you know? Yeah.
That's really what we are really going through. Like most, it's all about this. I remember we were talking sometimes about adulting, and it's all just that we are getting into new phases of life. Every other 2-3 years you are elevating, you see.
Yeah.
And when you get to that new stage, it's like you've now moved into a new area. You mehama to sasa, and now you don't know even where is the police station, where is the chief, where is this, where is the hospital. You see, so it's again so new. You feel so lost, so confused. But me, what I came to appreciate is like controlling what I can control and letting everything else move as it can move, you know. I feel like the moment you try to become controlling about life won't accept it. Life needs it to move as it moves, and you are moving with the waves. But the moment you're now trying to control the waves of how life is moving, it will be a bit stressful, anxiety, depression, you know, all that. Man. Yeah.
Where?
Anyway.
Inaitwa Kanairo, inaitwa adulting.
Man. But yeah, I always say, for everything, just always give thanks, you know. Always give thanks for everything. Give gratitude, you know.
God, I don't know. That's my story. And I'm just like, well. Yeah, I think this also reminds me of that situation. Ule dema wanini wasingishu mwenye alikuwa anapasha.
Oh, the leaders.
Yeah, and we were having a conversation with my mom, and I was telling her the way old people would see that as very disrespectful in the way she approached that situation. But then people need to be called for accountability.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't want to really go into that.
I wonder why.
No.
Okay.
You know, we always say, again, Rastas don't pick sides. We're not political.
Every time you hear Rasta or Ja.
Yes.
Anyway.
But that's just it. Like, most times we really tend to put ourselves out from what you call Babylon. And that was, like,
English.
It's true. Kwani, don't you know Babylon?
I know Babylon, but
Yes.
please, can you...
Like, that was the whole...
That
was why I became a Rasta. It was a power of choice. Like, I saw the world from this perspective and was like, hey, this is how you guys are living, this side. Yeah. I'm going that side. For sure.
Whoa. I've been missing all these greens.
No. Simple. Like, just systems of governments have failed from time immemorial, you know. So it shouldn't surprise her that it's happening. Systems have failed.
I think there's too much individualism. There's too much
greed.
Anyway. I think that's how we get to the end of our session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much too. It was a good interactive session.
Yeah.
I hope your fans have gotten to know me a bit. If you want to know more about me, what I do, my business, as I said, Lavington Mall, Chandarana Building. How much is it? Then you to me an invoice, sir.
By then I could charge. You charge for advertisement. But I think people have gotten to see the concept of that there's power of choice, and you should not, as always, just go with the way of life. You can always change your course, and it might actually create new memories and create different aspects of your life that you did not know that exist, and knowing yourself even more. And it is okay. It might be a challenge, especially with the family. But if you're really serious about it and you're really passionate about it, go for it.
That's a good summary of the power of choice.
So make sure to follow us on Instagram, on Whisper It Loud Podcast, on YouTube, Spotify. You can hear us. And share, comment, like, subscribe. What do we do? Subscribe, guys, subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe.
And thank you for our sponsors. Today's podcast was sponsored with a good friend of mine, so thank you so much.
Not Financial Hub.
To discuss after this story, come on and support itakuwa next time. But thank you so much. Adios, peace. You're listening to the Whisper It Loud podcast.